Hello everybody, this is Roku Okami, the chief engineer of the engineers SMP community. And thank you guys very much for joining me today. I've got Laz in the YouTube chat. He is my right-hand man, and we are having some fun. Well, Laz is at work, unfortunately, but we are back. It's been, unfortunately, a week. Last weekend and stuff, I messed up my sleep schedule and everything, and it just made it pretty much impossible for me to do anything. But Laz and I have been very, very, very busy with the base. The moon base is pretty much done. There's a few changes that we got to do to one of the buildings and stuff. But we've done a lot off camera and stuff. It's been crazy, but we have huge projects today in the works. Yeah, you're always at work. Well, so am I. Jeez. I have my Thursdays and Fridays and then Saturday and Sunday afternoons, and that's it. But afternoons and stuff. And the only nights that only time Laz and I can stream together is late at night on Thursdays and on Sundays. Is the only times that I can do late night streams with him at the same time, unfortunately. Well, first major update as we come out. Our original pod no longer has the drills and stuff on it. It is strictly a hydrogen shuttle, and there's a nice little landing pad. But when we last logged off, a lot has changed since the last stream. Because last stream we ended, we only had that building mostly done. Didn't have the hydrogen storage part done yet on it. We had the storage. We had the assembler room and refinery room, and we had the central building here done. The main building is where we left off at. And so we just got this completed and everything. So I made a front airlock and a platform here for the shuttle. Since this baby is where the game began, this playthrough, it is accented very nicely here at the front of everything. I wanted it to be in a place of honor, pretty much. And it still gets some use because she's a great large grid small shuttle for getting around in and everything. But we have added this lovely structure here for just the garage. This is where we build our small grid ships in. And I'll go inside to it and stuff because it's better to show it off from the inside. The outside's not exactly the... Actually, this ain't... It's the shop is what this is. Would be more the best classification. We've got a med bay in here just so that we can charge up. It's not hooked up to the piping or anything. It's just for faster charging than sitting on these sofas and stuff. We've got our printing wall for printing small grid ships. We've got our small grid tug here, which is freaking phenomenal. Because I'll show you some of the ships that we printed are workhorses and stuff, which is our small grid mining ships here in a minute. And they're pretty big ships because they're hydrogen powered ones. And it didn't even phase this thing with these total of 6 large ion thrusters on her. Didn't even have any sag issues. It held up the entire workhorse plus itself without a problem. And so I was actually quite impressed. She's got 3 gyros at the back. Somewhere on her, I don't remember where it is, there is a reactor, a small reactor. That is what keeps it powered. It's somewhere. I don't remember. I think it's somewhere on the bottom of it. Oh, but it's got a small reactor stuck to it. That way, because I need to set up a connector like somewhere over here or something that I can back it up to and everything. And then we have the garage doors, and there's a little bit of a exit pad in there outside. But yeah, and then this button here is for turning the welding wall on and off. Then we can, and then we also have access port here, even though we've got them literally all over the welders and stuff, that where we can, if we're freehand building as well. Now I will head over to the garage, because that's the shop. I always say I'm wrong. The garage is, of course, where we actually park the vehicles we build. We have a 4-bay garage and stuff. Right now it's kind of empty because part of the ships are in another ship, which I'll get to that. This is my ion miner and stuff. This is mostly used for gathering ice for the base and stuff. And this is like one that I built freehand over in the shop and stuff. But this area is meant to house like 2 miners, a welding ship, and then a small grid shuttle, for which would be the Venture, for which we still need to print one of those yet. And everything. The buttons to open each of the individual hangar doors is right here for the base, for each of the bays. And we actually have the bays numbered outside. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is pretty nice. Now I'll go out the actual airlock, because we ended the stream. We did kick on Izzy's script manager. The only thing that's changed there with Izzy's, and this is the turret that's on the roof of this building that I'll show here in a minute. This timer block is for automatically closing all of the airlock sliding doors and stuff. And then this is used for controlling a queue system for Izzy's and stuff. All you gotta do to do that with Izzy's is you have to, on the LCD panel's name, add auto crafting to the title of it. And then you can hit F and you just change the right hand column values. Left hand column is what's on hand. This is what we want to have on hand minimum. And then Izzy will make sure that all of this stuff is on hand. And then sometimes you'll see, now you could also set up stuff for disassembly, where if there's more than, like interior plates, we have 10,000, we have 1,083 more than the 10,000 that I want to keep on hand. It would actually automatically disassemble any of the excess. But I'm perfectly fine having the excess, so I'm not worried on that stuff. And I want to check a couple things while I'm here. Superconductors is one that I increased the amount. Yep, we have the full 6,000 superconductors. And then I need to check on reactor components. Reactor. Uh-oh, we came up short on the reactor. What did we run out of? How much you want to bet it's freaking gravel? Gravel and silt? No. I don't know what it is that we come up short on. Okay. Ooh. Hey, Chicken Salt. Thank you very much for the follow. and welcome to the Wolf Pack. Okay, we've got the gravel, the iron. We came up short on silver. Okay, I'll have to go mine some silver, because we need a ton of reactor components for the stuff that we will be doing here later with the ship printer. But we now also have a solar panel system for which half the time works and half the time doesn't for some reason. I don't know why, but it should be following it perfectly fine, and it's not. I've built this before several times, this exact system, and for some reason this time around it's having issues tracing the sun, following the sun. Yeah, we didn't get a whole lot of silver when we went out with that monster, which is the next thing to go over. We built next thing would be the big pad over here, excluding the whole printer system that's now on the pad. But we also built a little safety bunker here for grabbing the parts to build stuff. And with this lovely huge area to be able to build large grid ships, I built this. It is called the stable. And that is where we keep our miners that are called the workhorses. Yeah, I just didn't set up. I've got the extra screens there for Izzy's. I haven't set them all up yet. I just keep I haven't divided up the ingot processor, everything. So I'm not gonna lie, this is actually my first time ever using Izzy's, and I freaking love it. It is something that I will use from now on, and I will be really happy when Izzy gets it out for SE2. So this is our observation deck with our docking clamps for docking our large grid ships. This is the stable, for which is our miner hauler. And I will just land here, hop in here. Stuff, our lovely two-sided airlock system. Close that, and I'll head down here to where the miners are. Ooh, what the heck happened here? Why are you not docked? That's weird. That is, oops. That was very weird. And I have these connectors with the parking mode disabled, so they won't. Ooh, Laz's ship ain't even docked. I don't know how it's floating. But that is... Oh no, it is docked. It's just weirdly off-centered. That was kind of weird. Oh no, I hopped in the wrong cockpit. Oh no, this is right. Turn his thrusters off. His bars are a lot different since he's on console, but... Oh, then back here at the back of the ship is our hydrogen, massive amount of power storage, ridiculous amount of gyros just for the ship. We've got 3 jump drives 2 are hidden in the walls, and the other one you can see at the back of the ship at the rear thruster assembly. And stuff. But these are the workhorses, and that's why I call this large ship the stable. Now, the one that was disconnected was this one here, because it was set to my key controls. It was my ship was the disconnected one. This one was Laz's ship. And so the way you can tell is the toolbar is completely different. But yeah, that's just weird that the connectors went off-centered for some reason. And then we can go on the opposite side of the airlock, and we've got a little kitchen area, the bathroom areas, med bay area, nice little viewing window and chairs to set in. These are gunner seats for a couple of the turrets outside and stuff. And then you can come up here to the main bridge. It's nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. It's definitely not my best work. This ship. It's definitely not my best design. And then here's the airlock system, which thanks to the merge blocks and stuff, we have a complete airtight seal between the areas, and then we just have these little viewing decks. And then stairs to go down the tower and into the base. And then you can see the third jump drive right there behind some bulletproof glass. And then the thruster array. It's, like I said, it looks too much like a brick. I gotta do something about it. It looks better than the first rendition of it, because originally I had the bridge down here sticking out further and stuff, and I didn't care for the placement while flying it, in all honesty and stuff. But yeah, it still needs a little bit of work. The stable does. No, they're not from the same blueprint. They're separate blueprints and stuff. The stable here I actually freehand built right over there. And stuff. My best work so far out of ships I've designed is this destroyer, heavy destroyer. This thing, actually, if it wasn't, a hologram at the moment, this took me the last 3 days in creative designing this beast. But within hologram, it doesn't give it justice. All the greebling and everything that I've put into this nightmare, into this puppy. I love my thruster assembly at the back. Came out real nice. I staggered it. Each of the bays move up a little bit and stuff, but this thing is really heavily decked out at the front. But that's to be expected with more of a destroyer style. We still got some port and starboard defense, but not the greatest. We've got some assault cannons down here, a few gats and a few assaults back here. We do have some point defense at the rear to protect some, but I mean, but this puppy, the outer shell is mostly light armor, but underneath the light armor is a layer of heavy armor as well, covering up all the key systems inside the ship. And so the only exposed heavy armor is the bridge section and the front section here by the rail guns and the front thrusters. So, but yeah, she is kind of fly through the airlock here. Got airlock area all decorated. Main hallway, which just doesn't give it any justice at all. Yeah, this puppy's meant for going for prototech and stuff. Little living quarters areas up down here at the end of the hall, as well as this puppy can also function as a full-blown survival ship, because there is a assembler room and a refinery room on board. And so you got a total of 4 refineries, 8 assemblers. Also, Izzy's is installed on this ship as well. Here's the CIC, or secondary bridge. And then, of course, up here, if I can fly through, man, holograms just don't give anything justice. The main bridge area. And behind the main bridge is the briefing room. And the bridge has blast doors that come up and down in front to protect the occupants on the bridge. And then if the bridge was to get destroyed, all you gotta do is quickly run down the stairs, or if you die, you'll just respawn in med bay, for which you can run out the door and straight into CIC and resume control of the ship. And I have done so much redundancy in my conveying in this system. The system has 5 main conveyors. One down the dead center, one near the center top, center bottom, and center left and right sides. Conveyor lines. And those lines all crisscross and interlink and stuff in order to keep ammunition flowing to the guns, keep hydrogen flowing to the thrusters, and so forth. Yeah, I've got AI and everything on here. That way my guns can actually shoot auto target at their actual max range. Oh, but yeah, this thing, she's a beast. And she's not like ginormous, but yet really, from testing it in the creative worlds and stuff, it seems to hold its own pretty good. Down in otherwise, she is rocking 6 reactors, a nutty amount of batteries, a total of 16 hydrogen tanks on her, 3 large storage containers, and I don't even want to count gyros. Let's just say a ridiculous amount needed in order to handle everything she needs. There's some of the hidden thrusters there. You can see some of the crazy conveying systems and hidden thrusters that are tucked in as well. Ooh, we got a fair amount of hydrogen generators, oxygen tanks, 11 jump drives on her. So she should be able to make it to most of the encounters, because we've had a few encounter signals that pop up that are like 4,000 kilometers away. which is insane. The one we have there isn't too bad. And so then we have the front gyro rooms, because there's one room here and one room here. Just takes so much with it because she is a heavy ship with having quite a bit of heavy armor on it. 2 hangar bays that will work for my F-303 fighter and stuff, which is a really good space fighter. Unfortunately, it does not work at all in atmosphere or in gravity in general. It is strictly a 0G ship. But yeah, I'm and everything. I'm quite happy. We've got a 6 railgun frontal assault, followed by a total of 8 artilleries right behind it. And then, yeah, a lot of assault cannons and stuff. The GATs here are mostly for defending the hangar bay. The GATs here are more for the bridge defense. And then we've got a couple more assaults back here and another artillery. And then we have our point defense GATs there and on the bottom. And we do have just a few rockets. Where did I put the rockets at? They're right here. There's 2 here and 2 on the other side. And stuff. Why is... Did I miss... I missed a block when I painted. Gotta be kidding me that there was a block missed. Let's see if it's missed on the other side too. Sure shitting. Oh, I'll have to fix that. But that is what this nightmare here is for. This is our rotary printer. Definitely got to get this thing spinning a wee bit faster. And then the nightmare twist of pistons. But at least I don't have one giant long piston to extend out, but it's a total twist of pistons. Let's get that rotary printer here. Let's get the advanced rotor. Okay, let's try 0.3 and see if that works a little better. Yeah, they are. Don't worry. As we're building it, we will keep placing heavy armor blocks to connect up to support the weight of the ship as it comes in. That way we don't have to worry about the ship going boom. Falling down and crushing all my guns. Because that's the last thing I want. Run in here real quick. Our little building bunker. And so we got med bay and a couple cryopods. You can see where Laz is logged out at. And stuff, so that we didn't have to keep running to the base all the time for stuff. Ooh. Which worked real nice, and then we can just grab our supplies from there. and stuff. At least that's what I did with building the stable. Yeah. Now it's just down to getting this thing, it seems to be handling a little better. Fun part is when I start the... Oh, I missed a block. When I start printing, we will see what happens. Yeah, it's your... Yeah. Oh, you need to figure out how to change your name on Xbox, man. Or isn't that your wife's account for this, or is it yours? I don't remember. I know it's your wife's Xbox. I would assume that that's your account. And it must be an older account. Before you changed your name to... Before you changed to using Laz as your name. Just like my PlayStation, my PS account is Roku Rotenkey, which is my old gamer tag. And my World of Warcraft account is Rogita, which is my oldest gamer tag. Oh, our first attempt on our initial server that we were just playing for fun, not streaming, we used an older ship design and stuff. It was called the Atrex and stuff that we found on online, and yeah, we got hit with the fighter squad for our when we first ran into Prototech, because we were on the moon and we signal popped and it was only like 15 kilometers away, so we took off in it and we got our asses handed to us. The ship just got torn apart. You could tell the ship was not designed to handle that level. That's why this is kind of a smaller but heavier version of that ship and stuff. I took inspiration from its design, but there's definitely a lot of changes done to it and stuff. Because like the hangar bay in it was right next to the airlock section. The engine area had multiple crazy layering set up for the engines. It only used some very little heavy armor to it. It didn't protect its core systems very well, let alone the front weapon array. The front weapons on it was just a huge pod of rockets, for which didn't do us any good because they had us outgunned with small grid rail guns. Because we got the freaking fighter that had rail guns on it. And just tore right through the front end of our ship. It was either rail guns or the assault cannon. But it just ripped right through us and our rockets came up way too short. Now, the nice thing, if rockets make their hit, or missiles and stuff, they do a good amount of splash damage all over the ship. I won't lie there. But if you're aiming to... Okay, gotcha. And stuff, but I know these puppies, and they tear through really nicely. And we've got... the majority of the guns are set to neutralize weapons and stuff. The artilleries are set for weapon targeting at the front, and the assault cannons are set for targeting engines, the focus targets. That way we can easily fly in at them and hopefully fire off railgun barrage to hopefully deal a significant amount of damage, and then hopefully from there let the turrets do their job and stuff and disable the ships. And then once the ship's disabled, then we can go over and start grinding her down and raid out all the parts and everything. That's why I think I will end up putting some... I was going to put landing gear on her and forgot. But put some sort of landing extension or something somewhere that I can use to clamp onto the wreckage of the ship and to be able to haul it back and stuff. Oh, okay. My main nervous part is targeting the thruster, especially on the cruiser, because I want to collect its prototech thruster. I won't lie. But that's why in one of the right control seat on the main bridge, and in the right-hand gunner seat in the CIC, we can I can disable the engine targeting assault cannons. That's literally what I just said. Yeah, we got to be careful. It also comes down to which prototech encounters we run into. I won't lie, one of the main ones I want to get early on is the mining base. Because I wouldn't mind getting the drill and stuff. That puppy is nice. But the main thing I want to get early on actually is the prototech assembler, because then we can actually make the prototech parts from the stuff we grind down and everything. The resources that we gather from the encounters. The assembler and the refinery are like the big ones that you want to get early. I don't know yet. I haven't experimented with it in creative and stuff to really... I just know it looks freaking cool. It's one of those blocks. I just want it because it looks cool and stuff. It's just one of those cool looking ones. But the main things I would love to get is the small grid jump drive. That would be really nice. The small grid jump drive is really cool. So, even the large... Oh, my camera is a little off. There we go. The camera, though, is pretty cool. Oh, yeah. I bet. Okay. Ooh. I still can't believe God, that block is gonna drive me bonkers. Seeing it unpainted right now. I'm gonna have to re-blueprint, go in, paint it, re-blueprint it. Oh. and stuff and update the blueprint. So I do have this ship on the Steam workshop. Lazarus L101. Or Lazarus L101. And so we got the call sign up here, the L101. Got the name here, Lazarus 101. And then, of course, our faction abbreviation, for which is engineers. Or EGN. Right next to our parabolic antennas. Okay. I'm starting to think this rotation is almost good enough, but I think I need it to rotate a teensy bit faster. Same to you, man. Oh, yeah. Today I finally got SE2. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be fun. The main thing that's gonna hold me back from doing any SE2 streams is we still need some more blocks at our disposal. Mainly being we need conveyors on that game, hydrogen tanks, oxygen tanks, H2 system, and that I think that would be the main things missing. Conveyors and the hydrogen and oxygen systems, the tanks and generator. Once we have those, then and hydrogen engines. Once SE2 has those on there, then I can actually start doing some ship designing. Because right now, you can't, even just conveyors would help. Just having the conveyor tubes, because then at least I could design an ion-based ship. And stuff. Because I've been watching other people doing some of the designs, and they've been just replacing, putting color-coded blocks where the conveyor lines are going to run. But it's going to be hard to make sure you get all of them replaced correctly once the conveyors come out. Then I've seen a couple people just using a whole ton of the medium-sized cargo containers as conveyors. Even though they only got the large ports on only 4 sides, because 2 of the sides has the small port connectors on them. But I've seen a lot of them trying to use those as a conveyor system. And it's just a matter of they just need to get us once we have conveyors, then in the very least I will at least design an ion ship. And I can at least put stuff on the ship where some guns will be. I can at least pretend where the guns will be. Okay, let's quickly PRI printer. I want to speed up the velocity on here a teensy bit more. Let's go to 0.5. Had it at 0.3. Just gotta get this puppy here spinning at a good rate, because it's pretty heavy. I gotta pray that it's going to reach all of the ship. I won't lie, part of me wishes I just done a welder wall instead of the rotary printer. I'm starting to think it would have been easier. Oh, because I think I'm going to have to raise the ship up higher to be able to get the whole thing printed, because I think the circumference of this is going to miss the bottom edge of the ship. That's what, yeah, it's going to miss. It's not going to print this whole area right here. Right along this line. Damn it. Okay, we're going to convert this sled into a welding wall. Is what we're going to do. Let's land. I want to turn the projector off. Let's turn the rotor off. And reverse the pistons. At least I reversed you guys. Yes, I did. You guys are negative. Oh, I forgot. I changed the velocity on all of them, so they're really slow right now. They're in printer velocity. Wow, this crazy snake. Yes, I know. I should have... I was trying to do what was going to keep the PCU down. But the PCU is already pretty freaking high with the platform and everything anyway. Okay. K. P. Alright. Printer. Pistons. Let's change the velocity on all of them to 0.1. Reverse. Not right now, big girl. Ooh. But at least we have the wheels that will help with when it starts getting too heavy. I will retract it and grind off this whole thing and just put a wall of welders up. I think. And stuff. Ooh, nice thing is I can space out, put conveyors in between each of the welder. Yeah, that was Peachy girl. She, like I said, my big girl, she like her dad, a big girl. Big kitty. Back already, Peachy. You're about as annoying as your little sister. And you rarely ever come up here when I'm streaming what in loves. Oh, I'm getting ran over. There we go. Now come up here. Yeah, boop. I want to hit K on here. I want to change that rotor. Printer pistons. We're going to place that which is on off. That way we can just shut all the pistons off. Now you can see the massive spaghetti knot that is the piston system, but at least this is not 24 pistons that I had to build way back here just so that the printer would be sitting right here. Okay. Let me empty me inventory. But one advantage is, oops, pushed the wrong button. There. I held shift instead of alt. Oh. At least I only gotta build the sled. I mean, don't have to build the sled part. Now I just gotta make sure while I'm grinding all this down that I don't accidentally grind that center block off and have everything fall on the ground. Let's just say I did that last night on our first iteration of this. It did not. Ended up putting a huge hole in our thing. 'Cause it took us a bit to get the right piston length. It took 3 tries. Oh my goodness, the lady's already hollering at me, Laz. My energy's low. I really hope that they come up with the concept of having different styles of suits that you can change in between combat and building and a mining suit and stuff. That would be great. Being able to change your spacesuit fitting what you're doing at the time. You know. Oh yeah, I'm a dum-dum. One suit has more battery life, another suit has more storage space, another suit has more armor. But at the same time, there would be a negative con. Like the combat suit would be, yes, it has more armor, but you're going to move slower because it's heavier. One suit may have more power. Once again, because of it having more power, you're going to move slower. And it's all going to be move slower as the con. Because with larger inventory space, you'd once your pockets start, the fuller your pockets are, the slower your character's going to move around. Or a survival suit that has larger oxygen power storage in it and hydrogen storage. Or you could even refer to it, instead of survival, and exploration spacesuit. That would be another good option for another style of suit. Oh yeah, I need to go after silver too. I almost forgot all about that. Talking with Chicken there for that bit about the prototech stuff. That was kind of fun to actually have a real person that actually plays the game come in and chat and stuff. That was so nice. Instead of people trying to sell me new logos and ads and stuff like that all the time and stuff. And I'm like, it drives me nuts because when they're trying to sell me logos, when all they gotta do is look at the logo I have and realize that I'm using the same program that they're trying to take advantage of to try to make a few bucks off of streamers. And then they need to stop and look at the fact my camera quality is really good, my overlay looks real good, my lighting is really good and stuff. My audio's real good. I'm talking into a $400 microphone He's been doing this a while. I mean, I've been doing this. Oop, I don't want to cut that one off yet. I've been doing this since, 2019 was when I first kind of started, and then it was, about November of 2019. Right before COVID-19 shit happened. Oh, not right now, baby girl. The fun part is I'm going to need to replace all of these blocks here all the way down with conveyors. That way to link each layer of the drills. Of course, Laz, you couldn't even see anything Chicken was saying because he was on Twitch, unless you read the feed. Oop, I need interior plates. That was coming up. Okay, I need interiors. Let's go ahead and deposit all this stuff out of my pocket. And this thing don't have to be quite so tall. Well, I think it needs to be this height, but it doesn't need to be ridiculously high like it was. Let's put that there, just so that when I grind this block out, just to be safe, nothing decides it wants to break. Okay. Got a freaking fly in here that's driving me nuts. God, bastard. Go away. There we go. Yay. Now, get my bar set up. WE. Oh, wrong welder. I'm just trying to pull a regular welder out of my pocket. Oh, that ain't gonna do any good. There we go. Now I can at least cheat on this first row. Start placing them every other one. Oh. The first row's easy. Just because of the sled. Gives me a quick and easy attachment point. And then pop the in-betweens. Oh, I know what really need to do is build up the first welder. Oh, yay, my energy. Depressurize the whole room. I don't need to have the door shut, so I'm not wasting oxygen every time. Okay. Let's quickly get just a couple welders built. And that's only so I want to do something different. I'm going to make my life a pinch bit easier. And grab a small cargo container and put it right there as well. There we go. Yay. That will greatly help. Yeah, that damn thing's driving me bonkers. Okay. I'm gonna get these last two over here done up. Now we can head over here and quickly weld up these. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna try something insane. I doubt it will work, but it won't hurt to try. Okay. Okay. I was just trying to see, maybe it'd be insane if these welders would just start welding each other down the line. But nope. Okay. I was hoping. Actually, what would be nice, right? Man. Ugh. This is one of those projects where a welding ship actually would be kind of nice. I don't remember. Did I? I did. I do have the blueprint for the welding ship. But it's ion based. And it's designed for 0G. The way the thruster layout is on it. Okay, let's turn those welders back off. Okay. No more red tips. Okay. Now we're good. Yeah, I've got all the conveyors done. And at least this wall won't be quite as big as the grinding pit wall that we built on the other server. Oh, this ain't gonna take too long. I think it's pretty much 8 of them. Past the first 3. Yep. 1. and having pretty much easy access to the components needed. Now we need to place the blocks like this. Put the conveyors on top of the welders. Oops. That one don't go there. This one goes here. Now we get welders. Oops. I didn't put all the connectors all the way down. Now what I want to do different is I do want to put this little block here to represent, to fill that little hole in. Ooh. Okay. Whew. There. Oh, what am I doing? I can also... No, the drill's ports are all blocked at the moment. So I can't just yoink it through the drills. But soon I will be, because I'll have the back side of the new drills that I can pull from. Not drills, damn it. Welders! Okay, now let's run down here and we're going to start welding them up from the center. Because after this first one gets welded, now I can pull my parts from there. Ooh, just like when I built my grinder wall. Just need to walk down far enough to yoink the parts. This is what makes doing these not too bad. Especially if you can start at the bottom and go up. Makes it so much better. We've already got the carriage with the wheel system in place, which is a huge benefit. Now we just gotta run here and go click. And voila. Now go recharge real quick and get the next layers going. Oh wow, my hydrogen bottles have ran out. Let's go in here. Let's dump all my oxygen and hydrogen bottles away. Oh, here they are. Here's the bottle storage. And then I just want to drag over and tell it to give me 3. And give me 3. Bam. Gotta love Izzy's. It just keeps the system filled up. It automatically makes sure that I have full bottles available. Hands down, one of the best. I think I can't live without it in this game now. I'm curious if Pam's auto mining system, it says that it's outdated, but I've seen videos where people are still using it. Well, that block don't need to be there. I can just put a regular block in its place as a spacer. I just gotta make sure the drills are, or the welder points are running up and down when placing. Because if I place any of them the other direction, they're not going to connect to the conveyor. Well, they would end up cutting. Yeah, they would still connect because they just end up connecting to that conveyor line. But then it would cut off anything past it from being on the conveyor line. Okay, this takes up 2 PCU. And this takes up 10, so yeah. Using a spacer block at the end instead of wasting another connector. I only ever need the 3 bottles. That's what I've found just works. Okay. Now, oops, I need to clear that because I only need 1 of the partially built. Five, 6, 7, and 8. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will always say I wish we had a bigger build planner. That part would be, oh, I can yoink. I can now yoink from there. Yay. Okay. God bless it. That fly just keeps coming over here. Dude, you're gonna make me freaking put your life to a very miserable end being stuck to a sticky strip. Or I'll just quickly make a cup of sugar water and put some aluminum foil so the moment you get in it, you're trapped. But man, I really, really want Essie to get going a little bit more. Just give me the conveyors. 4, 1, 2, 3. Because man, that little taste of what it's capable of is so nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I can pull from there. Yay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, check my phone. Oh, reminder. Yeah, I've got 2 days of phone service left. I will get a service card on there here later. I will pay for my next bit of service after bit. I just don't understand why people do contracts anymore. Yeah, you can get nicer phones being on a regular phone service, but I pay a whole $15 a month and oops, that don't go there. And I get unlimited talk, text, and 3 gigs of data. For me, 3 gigs of data is plenty because I'm on Wi-Fi 99% of the time. And only having to pay $15, I'm okay with that. Ugh. Yeah, I'll leave the server up tonight, since I've shuttered down the last several nights and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Did that wrong. Only need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one thing I do like. I go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I go through TrackPhone for my phone service, and I've used TrackPhone on and off over the years forever. I remember back in the day I was paying $20 just to have, I think, 120 minutes, 2 hours of talk time. And that was before smartphones even existed. I had just a simple little Motorola flip phone. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, or it would be nice to be able to have, newer phones, because, like, I'm using, at the moment, last year's Moto G. So it will be nice to have current phone. It will be nice. And, I mean, most phone companies now have freaking unlimited data, which is nuts. That is a thing. Never thought it would be. I remember the early day unlimited data, but that was when data was really slow, and it was really only useful for basic web browsing and for like your GPS navigation. It pretty much sucked for everything else. Just out of range. Thought maybe I could reach it. The port. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's another Prototech. 25 kilometers away. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now that line's done. Ooh, at least the wall is Oop, don't want that there. Wall is coming together pretty quickly. I should have just been smart from the get-go and went with the wall. Laz was right. It's just so much more. It's a more reliable method than the other way. It just does take up a lot more CPU though. Oops, did it too many. One time too many. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I was just trying to be kind to the server. Keep wanting to refer to the female voice on here as Ada from Satisfactory. But Ada is a total smartass. At least the new one from 1.0. We're getting there. We're getting there. Better go recharge and then fill in the next layer. I just wish she does all the nice alerts and everything, but at the same time, she needs to alert you on. She doesn't do a very good job at giving notifications for when your oxygen is low, because I've ran out of oxygen I don't know how many times. Oh, give me an alert when we're down to 5%. That's it. Now, power, I have a tendency to, I won't lie, ignore them. That's why I will probably never play hardcore. Because I know I'm gonna die. I have too much tendency. Hey, I know I don't have a problem admitting when I'm wrong. That is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, if I'm wrong, I will admit it. And yep, we should have just went with the wall, even though it would be a little bit rougher on the server in the long run, but it will make printing the ship about 1,000,000 times easier. And it will make the process a lot faster, too. Four, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Damn it, the fly just flew by again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One advantage now is the welders are connected to the center bit, to the center. Now I can pull from this row. Makes it so much easier. And 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 left. Only thing is, Laz, we should be happy that we started with the rotor. Imagine having to tear this down 2 times to get the piston length right. At least tearing down the rotor part 2 times to finally get the piston length right was not painful. This would have been painful last night. To have had to have removed it that many times. Since you can't use pistons and merge blocks at the same time. Because they'll explode on you. Which is so dumb. That's why the mod that adds the welding pads is freaking awesome. I think it's better welding. And though most people mainly use it for the grinding capability on it, where you can make sure you don't accidentally grind something you don't want to grind with it. Which is pretty cool. And you can hold a certain button, grind a block, and all it does is actually breaks the block free from the grid. It doesn't actually destroy the block. It just separates it. So then you can easily pick something up, like a Prototech component is where it really comes in handy. Ah, Sunny. I'm like, who's scratching? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I knew it wasn't Cece, because Cece, her favorite scratching post is unfortunately my computer chair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Miss Echo is the same way. We'll just scratch on your chair, Dad. And it don't even matter if you put aluminum foil on it. It don't faze us. So you should be happy that we did it the way we did it. Just keep imagining in the back of your head having to tear down this huge wall 2 times. Trust me, I'm like, I'm glad that is the real positive note to that nightmare. Last night having to redo this. Oh. Whew, she's getting there. Oh, about halfway. It's the one thing I hate about building welding walls. or grinding walls. It just takes forever. Or huge freaking drill systems. Just takes forever to put it all together. Drills are the worst because they're so heavy. Pistons do not like drills too well. Nine. I mean, you can reduce the weight by spacing them out like I'm doing here with these welders and stuff on a huge drill head. And if you're ever going to make a asteroid eater, that is what I definitely recommend doing. Here in a minute, we'll take a break from building the welding wall, and we'll take out the miner and run over and grab some, get some silver. Oh, energy, time to recharge. And it actually looks like one major advantage to doing the freaking curly Q, and so weight isn't really affecting the pistons that much. Because like these tires aren't even touching the ground yet. And that's really impressive with the amount of stuff that I have on here. Oh, did I only click 4 times? Yes, thank God. I'm like, I think I may have accidentally clicked 1 time too many. I really don't feel like having to weld up a lot of shit that doesn't get printed. I'd like for everything to get printed. I'm just not going to risk it. I do. We'll just play it safe. We'll open Hangar Bay 2. Oh, I forgot to close the outside door behind me. The only door that doesn't automatically close. Okay, let's depressurize. I'm just not going to... I'm pretty sure the other ship, but this ship I can mine up a ton more in. yeah, it's out this way, the silver is. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up my GPSs. I need moon, AG on. A little bit off. Oh, no, the one I want on there, I mean, that is silver under me, but I have an exposed vein. It's the AU. It's the signal I want on, because it also has AG. I'm looking for the bracket with the M on it. There it is. I was right over. I was freaking close to it. I just got kind of missed the hole. Damn, this thing is so zippy. Been flying too many big ships, Laz. Not used to smaller ships. Turn my lights on and begin the descent. And down. This hole used to be gold, but now it ain't. It is now silver. Right there, baby. Turn the ejectors off. Start mining up a whole ton of silver. Or not. Okay, that ran dry quick there. I want to expose the silver a little bit. God damn it, that fucking fly. Go away. Go bug someone else. Oh, there's no one else here to bug, damn it. Let's get my ship kind of leveled out, at least. Got a ton more silver down here. Oh. Damn it. I just don't have a whole lot of space in here. We're out a little bit. That will help me to be able to try to expose the silver better. We got some there that I just exposed. Just by a fluke. The only thing I don't like about moon mining is the veins are so random. I mean, that's probably how it would be naturally in real life. I definitely prefer asteroid mining where it's just a big old clump. Well, this is looking like it's a good bit of silver here. Oh, that ended. I also know I got a lot of stone there too. just along this outer wall here. Turn and take out this chunk here. I don't remember if we found any. I don't think we did. Because we were so happy when we finally found the uranium. Which was a total bloody nightmare. And the fact that we found a really good asteroid of uranium. We weren't that concerned with silver. Because I knew that... What's up? I forget what it is we're trying to... Oh, yeah. I forgot that reactor components require silver. I know most of the weight that I have in this ship right at the moment is from stone. here into where I mined out all the gold that was down here. Just kind of flippy around here and let it all start ejecting the stone. Good God. Yeah, we definitely... The big things we're going to want is a lot of iron, and we're going to need silver. Might as well wouldn't hurt to grab some more uranium while you're out there. Ooh. Some reason I can't fly. The fuck is going on? Oh. I must have accidentally freaking turned my damn things off. Put my tanks on stockpile. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Why am I all of a sudden... What the fuck? My thrusters just turned off. What the fuck? Is going on? What's going on with my hydrogen? My hydrogen keeps cutting in and out. There, it just cut out again. Stockpile's off. I didn't do anything. There's no damaged blocks. Stockpile off. Stockpile on? Okay. My tanks, for some reason, one was on and one was off. So when I was pushing the button, it was swapping between the two tanks. One tank ran out. That was weird. Now let's see. Mag plates are fine. Huh, I didn't damage any of the armor even. It's because I was pretty close. Oh, there was one piece that took a little bit of a hit. That was weird. That literally, I'm like, what the hell's going on? I've never had these problems. This thing's always been very reliable of a mining ship. That's why we really use this puppy a lot. Okay, now I just gotta get over the opening to the surface. And then I'll take the other ship out. The Ion. Miner. And go get some more ice for the base. We've got Bay 2 open. Level out. Come on. Okay. Forgot to turn off the spotlights. I'll just let you empty out. And we'll take you out. And go get some ice. Well, the nice thing is, Izzy will make sure every H2 generator that's connected to the conveyor system will be filled up with ice. So it will start sending ice even from that I'm taking right now back and put it into the stable as well. Yeah. Keeps getting me crooked. Oh. It's back. Oh. Oh. Oh, we are good on ice now. Turn off all those. I will say one issue with the stable sitting there, it does block the sun from the solar panels, but the solar panels only work half the freaking time anyway. They only work when they want to work. Doesn't look like I grouped the spotlights on this one. Oops. Okay, now we can close that for a little bit. Yeah. I know. Jiminy. Okay. Now we got ice and some silver. Let's see how... Nope, wrong button. F. See. Hey, got all the components made. All the reactor components made up for us, at least. We got 6,000. That's enough to make 3 of the reactors. What's on that ship? Whew, which is, yeah, a lot of fun. Ooh. I need to increase the number of thruster components, though. We need to dial that on up. Oh. Turn that up to 5,000. Thruster components. I know, we're going to... That's why I'm kind of... I know what some of the really expensive areas are. And that's where I'm kind of adjusting some of the areas. We'll dial this on up to 8,000 reactor components. I just need to figure out how I can break this screen into more screens. That way I don't have to keep coming in to look. Almost got all the thruster components made up. She's busy working on them. I know we should be pretty good on platinum. And we should be pretty damn good on gold, too. But we'll let Izzy work on that stuff for a little bit while we resume the welding wall. Okay. And then... Nope. I want this block next. It's easier to place these before the welders, because then the welders are sticking out and getting in the way. Oh, I went one too far. I lost track of my count. those. Oh no, I need the interior plates. Shit. I forgot I need them to be able to place half the stuff I'm trying to do. Oh, I need them to be able to build all the conveyor blocks. There's where I finally ran out. And finally ran out of everything. Okay. Now what I want to do is I'm going to clear my entire inventory out. STE, steel. Let's grab 200 of those and just 200 of those for placing. Then we'll just queue up one of those. Damn it. If I can hit the right buttons so I can stop falling, that would be nice. I'm just going to grab parts for a whole ton of drills and things, and then once I run out, I run out, and then I have to make more, grab more. That should be enough to finish this entire line. What? I've been pulling small steel tubes and everything. What the hell? My house been. Why is it? I think I don't have the parts. There. We'll weld up this row, and then we'll figure out the rest in a moment. Okay. Go down here real quick, like. Recharge. Laugh at Laz's dead corpse on the floor. I mean, I did shut your cryopod off so I could watch you wiggle and struggle and die. What is it? It's motors. For some reason, when I was pulling all those, it didn't pull motors. Now it's small steel tubes that I'm running short on. Oh, wrong button. Now interior plates. Now, once again, we're going to empty our inventory completely. And then we're going to hit. We're going to grab a couple hundred extra steel plates and interior plates for the placing of the blocks. Then we're going to go in here. WE. Oh, my neighbor. I can hear his kid running in the hallway. Oh, jeeks. Oh. Okay. No, for the next block. Or the next run, I should say. Boop. That goes there. This goes there. Okay, lady, I hear you. I'll go recharge. We're getting there. I'll turn on the hologram and see how close, really close, how close we are. We're getting there, but we're going to need that entire height. And probably another 2 rows above it. Oh, to be able to get it. But we're getting there. We got 6 more rows after this one. Make it 8 more. And then I'll extend it out to make sure that it's going to reach everything. Okay. Yeah, this process would be a lot faster if I was just placing down a straight line of welders. But the PCU would almost double as you take into account everything. Not just the welders, the pistons and stuff, but just the wall itself would cost almost twice as much. Welders are 150, and those junctions, I think, are, what are they again? I always forget. 10. So yeah, a lot cheaper. Just much smarter, and it keeps the wall a little bit lighter. Reduces the chance of meeting Mr. Clang. That's one of the last things you want to do is meet Mr. Clang. I mean, Mr. Clang is Laz's best friend. He loves Clang. Don't you, Laz? Oops. Being on creative for so long, I keep wanting to just right click to delete the block whenever I accidentally place a block. Ugh. Time to go recharge. 6 more rows to go, and it should be good. Finally. And at least then we just got to get the resources. Make sure we've got everything on hand. And then we can print it, baby. Oh, I'll fly up here on top and see. I think it might be high enough. We'll extend it out and stop it in the middle of the ship and see how the height is after we get these 4 rows on. Because we may be good. Okay. Whew, 2 more rows to go, peeps. We're getting there. We're finally getting there. Oh. And then we'll extend it out and see if we need to go any higher. Oops. Don't go there. Okay. Now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did get 8, right? Queued up. No, I only got 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. 1, 2. Oh. Oh, this is the boring part, man. It's welding up all this. That's why I was like, oh my gosh, I really gotta go and do something else. Yep, I'll go recharge in just a second. There we go. Oh, 1 more row. And the welding wall's done, Lazzy. Oh, I'm so happy. One advantage of me pulling the parts through the system, that's also letting me know that that row is fully conveyored. Each row is. It just makes it a little bit. It's like a little bit of a double check on it. That the stuff is pulling through. And if we just have the printing pistons just come back at a really slow pace. Oops. And everything, then we should be in really good shape. Oh, dang. Why have I pulled? And there we go. Yay. Be great if there were lights on the pistons, but I'm pretty sure I shut. Yeah, the pistons are all shut off. Okay, turn pistons on and reverse them. Oh, we are tall enough. Yes. Yes. Oh. We could have saved an entire row. Oh, pretty much 2 rows. Those last 2 rows. And we're plenty widened. Well, we got to get down to the back end yet. To no width yet. To make sure the width is right. Because that's my next big concern. Are we wide enough? Height is good. And oh, we are 2 blocks off on this side. And how are we doing? This side, we are just barely wide enough. Oh my gosh. But we only need to increase the width only in this certain area right here for now. Now, if I was to add welders sticking out, down to here. By all honesty, that should be able to catch this outer edge, but we'll just play it just a pinch safer and pop in 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. 4. And we will just pop on, oops, welders right here like that. Like that. Now we know it will get that entire line. There we go. Then we just need to extend out a little bit on the other side just to be safe. And we will be good. Then we can extend it completely out. Work on getting it retracted to the starting point of the print. And stuff. Ooh, I'm not planning on printing today because I'm going to let Laz tonight go out and do some major mining and stuff so that we can then be completely ready to do the print. Ooh, tomorrow when I get on. I'll just grind one more here. One more down here like that. Then we'll just pop in the conveyors here that are needed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab the parts. And I'm pretty sure I'm out of... no, I got steel plates. What the hell was going on earlier? Okay, 8. Welder. 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 And welder. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab all the bits for these welders. Okay, and then there we go. Now we're good. We can print this puppy and stuff tomorrow. I mean, I could have shaved off a whole ton of welders right here that aren't needed and stuff to try to build the welding wall to the shape of the ship. But I want this wall to be usable for other ships. And that's the key. So it's better just to go ahead with a huge wall so then we can print other ships too. Get her fully extended. Oh yeah, look at it passing right through like nothing. Yep, we are good. We will be able to print it perfectly. That's what you want to see. The whole ship just pass, the hologram just pass right through the wall. Like that. Because then we have to back it up to just a tiny bit back to about somewhere in here, where then I can build a little strut to come up and attach to right here the trigger. Well, to right here to trigger the build process, and then it will start just building. We are now fully extended. And let's go ahead and turn the pistons off. Welder. Let's grab all of these welders. And hit shift. Boom. P. Printer. W. E. WELDER, welder. Welders, hit OK, hit save, and close that. Okay. That button shouldn't even be. No, it says it's functional. Let's see if that actually did turn them on. If I did happen to just name it right. Yep, it turned them on. I was able to match the name of the previous button. They are all on, and if I get too close to those, it's gonna hurt. What is it? Oh, Google Memories. Oh, of a picture that I took of snow on the ground. When we had a snowstorm, and I sent a picture to my boss telling him I can't make it to work. And this is why. 10 inches of snow. I am not driving in that to work. But there we go. Yay. That looks so good. Can't remember if I have clean clothes for tomorrow at work or not. For work. I'm like, do I or don't I? I don't remember. The nice thing is we will be going live tomorrow about the same time, around 4 o'clock. I get off work at 2:30. I'll come home, rest a tiny bit and everything, and then get on here and we'll print the ship at 4 o'clock tomorrow. But yeah, this is more like it, a 3-hour stream. This is kind of the way I like to do it. But yeah, we got the printer wall built, which is huge and stuff. Now we just got to print the ship. Laz will go out and gather up the supplies and stuff we need and stuff. I strongly urge him to get a ton. I mean a ton. Few thousand tons of iron ore. Oh, some cobalt, silver. Gold don't seem to be too bad of an issue and stuff. The only thing that's really going to use superconductors and gravity components will be the jump drives. That will be the main thing that's going to affect gold. Oh, and ion thrusters. Damn it. I forget ion thrusters are gold. No, luckily enough, the only things that use silver is medical components and reactor components. Gold has a higher demand, and at the same time, bigger pain in the... You get a lower yield on than what you do with silver and platinum even, or uranium. I would recommend on iron making that closer to 20 or 30. But 10K of everything else, yes. But iron, at least double. At least 20K of iron. So because iron just is used in everything. And stuff. But, I can actually look in the system while I'm in the cryopod. Let's see how we are on. God, we still have a ton of ore that isn't even been processed yet. Jeez. That's why I'm going to leave the server up so a lot of this can get processed. I wouldn't worry about nickel or silicon. I mean, iron don't look bad, but still, I'd play it so safe there. The one thing that we are not processing, have any of, to process at the moment is silver. Because we're still processing iron, silver and gold, and uranium. Those are the three big ones, because we're still cooking platinum yet. Not in all of the refineries, but in the refineries that Izzy has decided to do it all in. But uranium, we have 11.7K, which isn't bad. But it never hurts to have more. That's just one of those things that I always feel more would be good. And since we can't ever seem to find a freaking trade station, because I'd love to buy a B-60 cargo freighter for when we build our refueling station, our station up in space, to use it as the go-between between this base and the station, because I'd rather keep the battleships up in orbit and stuff, and then Izzy can be on the station and down here, and Izzy can easily be moving everything around for us between our battle, because we'll have a destroyer now. I want to design a Corvette next, a smaller attack ship and stuff. A lightweight attack ship is my next thing I want to design. A Corvette to go with the destroyer. Stuff, because that'd be pretty cool. Laz and I both flying in and stuff. Him with the destroyer class, which will be really good, even if we come across the freaking cruiser. The cruiser, if we have two large grid, well-armed ships, it's going to be a fun encounter and stuff, because Laz can go in and then I can sweep around the outer perimeter and stuff of the conflict with the Corvette, and the Corvette will help neutralize any drones, because the Corvette will focus more towards drones. It won't have the heavy armaments like rail guns and artilleries on it. If it does have artilleries, it would only have the stationary artilleries instead of the turrets. It'd be mostly loaded with GATs and the other cannons that I can't say right now the name of them. Oh, my brain's done. Oh. Assault. Assault cannons. Oh. The main advantage, though, to having a Corvette along with the destroyer will also be if we encounter the three small ships, because those are annoying, because you'll have the first one that comes at you front on with its small grid rail guns blasting at you through your ship, and then two more will just all of a sudden flank you, which is so annoying. It looks like Linus just uploaded a new video. But yeah, I think that will be one of our best strategy, going in with the destroyer as the main assault vehicle, and then a Corvette as the secondary, swooping around, helping take down especially the small fighters and everything. Yeah, because my Corvette will probably only have one jump in it. Most likely. And stuff. I might try to see if I can squeeze two in it, But there's no way I can fit 11 in a Corvette. Maybe the max of 3. I might be able to pull off 3. But most of the time, the encounters are only roughly around 15K away anyway. Now, it would be cool if I put some landing gears on the bottom of the destroyer, and I come up under it with the Corvette and attach the Corvette literally to the bottom of the destroyer. Kind of like dock them, and then you could probably jump and carry me with you. Or I designed the Corvette where I can dock it to your merge blocks as well. And you could literally carry. You could jump us together. Kind of like how Sky literally drug not just the B60 hauler, but also the blue... I forget what it's called. Not Explorer. But the big blue ship and stuff, with his tiny little ship with a small grid ship that he rigged a jump drive to using a rotor. And he drug both of those with him back to Earth. What, Miss Echo, you little ornery shit? Yes, you are. You orneys. Orny and lovey at the same time. You're so weird. Yeah, you're weird. And beautiful. Mm-hmm. Yes. Almost a spitting image of your daddy. You just got your mommy's head shape. Yeah. Fluff ball. Yeah, this big old fluff ball. She says, on Sunday, I will be 10 months old. God, I can't believe it's almost been a year since she was born. Yeah. Daddy will have to get canned food for everybody to celebrate your birthday. Mm-hmm. When April 2nd rolls around. Okay, but this is where I'm going to call it for this evening. I got to go to bed in 2 hours, and I need to do some laundry, eat some dinner, and all that fun stuff. Let me rephrase that, try to go to bed in 2 hours. Probably won't exactly happen, but I will probably pass out probably by about 10:30. At least get 6 or 7 hours of sleep tonight for tomorrow. Because I don't want to be like I've been the last several weekends. The last couple weekends experimenting with sleeping through the day and staying up all night. I learned that don't work because I am so dead by towards the end of my work shift that I just can't function hardly during the last 2 hours. And I am not down for that one. I don't know why it keeps saying our station's time keeps jumping all over the place between 2 hours, 12 hours, 3 hours. Making no sense. We have a ton of batteries. Oh, I know why. As uranium's being slowly depleted, more's going in, and it's just being moved back and forth. Since Izzy doesn't just fill the reactor completely up with the uranium. It only keeps 100 in the reactors. Okay. Well, everybody, thank you very much for joining me. If you're over on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, feel free to leave a comment. Turn on the notification bell so you will know whenever I am going live. And as always, everybody, thank you very much and have a nice one. And I will be back on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time.